Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in another video today, and the Houston Texans get another preseason win. They're 2-0 in the preseason. Comeback win as well, just like last week. Game-winning touchdown. I mean, this one with a minute left to go, and last week was 25 seconds. But win is a win, and a comeback win in the fourth quarter is a win. Basically, a win is a win. Let's go over stats. Davis Mills played the whole first half. He went 10 for 17, 96 yards with one touchdown pass. John Wolford, I think he might have played the first half as well. I think John Wolford might have played maybe a little bit in the third quarter. If I'm not mistaken, 14 for 22, 442 yards. Rushing yards for the Texans, 9 carries and 30 yards for Royce Freeman. And I don't know, that guy, Ragas had 6 carries, 14 yards, 1 touchdown. It's a little embarrassing how their leading rushing yards was 14 yards, but it's whatever. Receiving yards, Nico Collins had 4 receptions, 48 yards, and 1 touchdown. What a unbelievable grab from Collins. We'll talk about that catch in a minute when we go over the scoring summary. Receiving yards for the Rams. We're just going to call him LLM. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. 5 receptions, 96 yards. Scoring summary. In the first quarter, Matt Gay kicked a 43-yard field goal, 55-yard drive, 8 plays, 3-0 Rams. Then Matt Gay hit another one 40 seconds to go in the second quarter. That makes it 6-0. That drive was only 4 plays and 2 yards. Makes no sense, but okay. I think the Texans might have turned the ball over. I think the Texans might have fumbled in that drive. The drive before that, where the Rams scored. Then the Texans hit them right back with getting a touchdown. Nico Collins with 1 second to go in the second quarter. Nico Collins 18-yard touchdown pass from Davis Mills. Farrenberg makes the extra point. He mossed them too, but yeah, then it was halftime. Then in the third quarter, with 6 minutes to go, Kyle Allen throws a 6-yard touchdown pass to Tegan Quattrino. No, I'm not saying his last name right. Tegan Q, the rookie. I think we drafted him in the 5th round. He didn't play last week. He was injured, and he got his first preseason play today, and he looked decent. Then the Texans screw up Texans fumble for a touchdown. Yeah, it says Roger Carter Jr. 8-yard fumble return. Matt Gay kick 14-13. Then the Texans come back in the fourth quarter with 12 minutes to go, hit a field goal 17-13, and then the Rams score another touchdown to make it 17-20. Trey Ragas, and then it's 2017. Then Jeff Driscoll leads the Texans down the field just like he did last week. Scores a touchdown. Mason Skretchik, 24-20. But yeah, that's basically it. We're going to go over the box score, talk about some of these players. We talked about Davis Mills throwing 96 yards. Kyle Allen went 9 for 12 today. 71 yards, 1 touchdown pass. Jeff Driscoll went 3 for 3 today with 17 yards, 1 touchdown pass. Every Texans quarterback threw a touchdown pass and 160 total yards for the Texans today with passing yards. Talked about Royce Freeman, but Marlon Mack had a decent game, got a lot of carries today. 8 carries, 29 yards. His longest carry was 8. Then Agunbu had 6 carries, 27 yards, 7. His longest was 7. Then Jeff Driscoll, the quarterback, had 2 carries, 24 yards. His longest was 14 on a big third down run, which kept the Texans in the game to get the win. That was a great play by Jeff Driscoll, though. Then 2 carries and 5 yards for Rex Burkhead, who made his preseason debut. He had more receptions than catches, than carries, but he was getting clogged up today. But 115 rushing yards for the Texans in this one. We talked about Collins, but 3 receptions and 48 yards for Philip Dorsett. He was targeted 3 times and caught all 3 of them. Royce Freeman had 2 receptions and 23 yards. He was targeted twice. He was only targeted twice. He caught Jalen Camp, a guy who had a big game last game. He had 1 reception, 9 yards, was targeted 3 times. The drive where the Texans made it 17-13 on a field goal, he was targeted on 3rd down, and he couldn't make the catch. And that if he made that catch for the touchdown, would have been a great job for him trying to fight for a roster spot. But he definitely looked great last week. Had 1 catch today and a couple drops, but hopefully he has a better week next week against the 49ers. Rex Burkhead had 3 receptions, 9 yards. Chris Moore had 1 reception, 7 yards. Brevin Jordan had 2 receptions, 7 yards. And that was really it. The Texans fumbled twice today. I mean, Chester Rogers on the return, and then Burkhead fumbled Burkhead fumbled to give the Rams a touchdown. That's kind of stuff can't happen. But the Texans defense was very good today. They were rushing at Wolford and Perkins. 6 tackles for Blake Cashman. Another good game for him. Glad to see that happen. Cam McGruder-Hill had 4 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. Neville Hewitt had 4 tackles, but had a couple penalties, so it was a little disappointing as well. Thomas Booker had 4 tackles and had a good tackle for loss as well. Christian Kirksey had 3 tackles and a sack. Desmond King had 3 tackles, and Harris, the rookie, had 2 tackles and a sack and a tackle for loss, so good game for Harris. Kirksey also had for a tackle for loss. What else? Derek Rivers had another sack. He had 2 sacks, I think, in week 1. Jonathan Grenard had 1 sack as well. Both of them had a tackle for loss. Roy Lopez had a sack. Everybody's getting sacks. Total sacks for the Texans, 6 today. Derek Stingley, he got a tackle, and he played about 10 snaps today. But, I mean, yeah, that's basically it for the video. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about the Texans game today. I enjoyed watching it. Good comeback win, 24-20. Texans win. And that's basically it. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what y'all thought about today's game. Davis Mills playing the whole first half. Nico Collins out there grabbing Moss and touchdowns. And, yeah, I mean, that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Peace out. Go Texans.